Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Dipanjali Arora. I'm a Vedic astrologer, a tarot reader, and a healer. And I use my gifts on YouTube to help those who feel a little lost and are in a need of guidance. So today I'm going to do a pick a card reading about what makes you you. What is your uniqueness? What is it that is magical about you? What's your personal mojo? So that's what we are going to figure out today, what actually sets you apart from the crowd, right? So now remember that this is a timeless reading. So whenever you chance upon this reading, there will be a message in it for you. And it's a general reading, so everything might not resonate, or maybe in the context of this reading, you're not ready to hear it now. Yeah, so see what works for you. Now there are 4 different piles. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. I'll show you the elements. This is a selenite soap, pile number 1. This is a amethyst pendant, angel pendant, pile number 2. This is a clear quartz wand, pile number 3. And this is a beautiful cherub, pile number 4. So think about the question, close your eyes, think about what makes you unique. Take a couple of deep breaths, calm your mind, and when you're ready, open your eyes, and wherever your eyes fall first, that is your pile. Try not to overthink and try not to, spend too much time choosing the pile, right? And you can choose multiple pile because one might have, multiple talents. So that's also all right. If you're drawn towards 2 pile, I suggest listen to both of them, right? So now the timestamps for the reading are mentioned in the description. And if you want a personal consultation done, then my details are also mentioned there. And I also do regular readings on my Instagram, so do go and check that out as well. And the details of all the details are flashing on your screen as of now and mentioned in the description as well. Now let's begin with pile number 1. So all those who chose pile number 1, this beautiful selenite soap, this is your reading. I'll place you here where you can see it. I think it's visible. Yeah. So let's see. This is the Indian tarot deck, and it's going to tell us the main theme of the reading. And today we are going to figure out what it is that sets you apart, what it is that makes you different from the others, and what are your unique, magical, interesting abilities. Yeah, what is your uniqueness? So let's see. Wow, we begin with the lovely sun energy. Amazing. So you guys are definitely very, very hopeful about the future. You are always upbeat. You could be very creative because this is a sun energy of creation and creativity. So when I say creative, doesn't really mean that you could be an artist. You can be, but even if you are not an artist, that your thought process is very creative. So when I mean that a creative thought process, it means that there are people who face a problem and then they stop. Then they think that, oh my God, this cannot be done. So let me leave it and move on and try something else. But when I say a person is creative, it simply means that you know how to figure your way around things. You're not somebody who gives up that easily. And the sun energy also tells me that you are very much interested in, involved in, and also there is a desire to inquire about Vedic texts, Vedic knowledge, spiritual beliefs. It could be yoga, meditation. Maybe these are the things that you keep doing regularly, and it keeps you very charged. It keeps you charged up. It gives you that positive outlook about life. And you could also be very lucky. So if you are trying to do something, then it is a possibility that it gets done. this way or that, because when sun comes out, nothing can stand in its way. So that gives it its power. So there's a sense of power, there's a sense of purpose that you have. And you could also be one of those people who have always known their life purpose. You know, there are kids, there are children who from childhood know, oh, I want to be an astronaut. And then they start working towards it. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a healer. There are people who know it from childhood or very early in their age, what is it their life path is going to be. Or if you have not known it from an early age, but then you are one of those who know what it is. Maybe you came to know it later, but you know, because your inner sun shines so bright. Yeah. And also I do see that you're also somebody whose word can be trusted. If you say that I'll meet you at this hour on this day, then you'll be there. So your dependability, people think, is something very boring and something very there is nothing great about it. But in today's chaotic world, that is the best quality to have. To know that the person would be present when they say they will be is something. There is something very magical and something very unique about it. You do not give reasons for not doing a thing. You will rather make everything around you possible for keeping your word. So that's something very, very beautiful that you guys do. And and because of that, people around you hold you at high esteem. They do respect you. So the best thing about you is that you are also able to attract respect and regard. You know, people look up to you. We look up to the sun, right? We don't look down at it. So that's another one of your beautiful, beautiful attributes that you have. So yeah, so let's see what other cards are telling me. Wow, we have the flamingo spirit. Now I'll tell you what's written here. Embrace the in-between. So guys, I feel you people are very balanced in your outlook towards things and towards people and situations. You are not somebody who is crying about the past or too worried about the future. You are someone who knows how to be present. Wow, that's huge. So it's a very spiritual. So you guys, I feel, are extremely spiritual people. Whosoever has chosen this file, and do understand there is a difference between being religious and being spiritual. Spiritual is more like a soul journey. So you might not, you might not resonate with any kind of any kind of religion that is out there. But you follow the call of your spirit. You follow your own path, and that gives you a kind of clarity, the know-how of what is needed to be done now, and not really dilly-dally around things which has happened in the past and are not yet happened in the future, because past we cannot change and future has not happened yet. What do you do about it? You stay in the now. So that's what the flamingo spirit is saying. Embrace the in-between. So create a balance. So you guys are very, or that is something you need to build in yourself, that ability. You have the ability to create that balance. Yeah, so that's beautiful. Now let's see what the goddess, no, this was the spirit animal tarot deck, and now we have the goddess tarot deck, and it says Universe, true love. The romantic strings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Now, as far as unique gifts and abilities are concerned, then it could be because sun has a power to manifest. So you are a person who is able to manifest things in their lives, and manifesting love, and love could be one of those things. But when I see this card of true love and this goddess coming over here, it also means that you are able to be, you are very it's about loyalty. It's talking to me about loyalty and honesty in love. So you are not somebody who is out there for a fling. You are not somebody who is out there for breaking hearts. And when it's talking about love, it's all encompassing. It's talking about love for your parents, love for your children, family, friends, and your partners. So you are somebody who knows how to, keep everybody equal and equal importance, and you are able to balance out those relationships. because we also have the flamingo spirit here, which says embrace the in between. So you're very good in balancing things. You are very good in walking through difficult situations and finding your way out. That's one of the very beautiful things that you are able to do, my dear group number 1, right? And you do have a lot of loving energy around you. As I said, you have people look up to you, and you attract people who have a higher vibrational frequency, because to give love you need to be at a higher vibrational frequency. So that's the kind of people you also attract in your life, who have a regard for you and you respect them. It has to be both ways. It's never one way. And there is an exchange of love and respect, which comes hand in glove with that, right? So that's amazing. Now let's see what more messages we can get from the tarot card for group number 1. Group number 1. Oh, too many cards. I don't take too many. Number 1. What is unique about them? A lot of them are falling. Number 1. So you have the Empress. So as I said, Sun is a very creative energy, and so is the Empress. Oops. And we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. Let me just take out one more card. Awesome. And then we have the Star. So we have 3 beautiful cards in front of us. I'll show them to you one by one. We have the Empress. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Star. So you have the Sun and you have the Star. And the Empress is the energy of the planet Venus, which is about beauty, creativity, and love. So that, I think, is this theme of your, that's what makes you this lovable, my dear group number 1, because you have this Empress energy and you have the Star energy as well. So you do create a lot of, Star is about hope and about inspiration, about healings. So you are somebody who, as I said, I keep getting the feeling that people look up to you. So you are somebody who is able to give somebody hope and and raise their vibrational frequency in the worst of circumstances. You're able to use the Star energy, and you're able to say, okay, this is not it. There is something better at the end of the tunnel. Don't give up. So when something goes wrong and people, it could be that people reach out to you when they are going through any kind of any kind of issues in their life. It could be personal, or it could be financial, or it could be in any which way. So you are somebody who is like a beacon, who can show them the light, who can show them the bright side of a dark situation. So that's one of very beautiful thing that you give. So you give a lot of people a lot of hope, and you do it in a very loving manner with the Empress energy. Now, Sun by itself could be a little harsh, because we cannot look straight at the Sun ever, right? So it has to be kind of when the Empress comes, it kind of softens the energy a bit, and it makes you more approachable, more somebody who is more, as I said, somebody who's more approachable. That's the only word coming to me. So yes, so you are also, you might look, your people might see you as somebody who's very strict and somebody who's very straight and narrow. That could be your outer personality, but people who know you, who are in your inner core circles, they see your soft side as well with the Empress, and they also see how warm, loving, and empathetic you are. So empathy is also one of the things that you have, my dear group number 1. Understanding people, what they are going through, and then And not just empathy. Empathy is like, okay, I feel your pain. That's called being empathetic. But you are the next level. You can feel the pain, but still dish out practical solutions. Because you have the air energy as well. It's a lot of intelligence here with this card. And it could be, when I see this card, maybe some of you are air clairaudient. You are able to hear when you focus, or when you meditate. You are able to, it's like the spirits are talking to you, and you are able to get the answers in your head. It could be spoken. You could be, the voices or the words could be in your own language or your own voice as well, but you're getting the downloads. So there is with the star, the sun, and the empress, and all these energies together, I do feel that your chakras are very balanced, my dear group number one, or you are somebody who's working constantly on balancing it. Because it's not that my chakras are balanced, so they're going to stay that way. No, it's a constant work. It's something which you need to do, the clearance and the healing on the chakras. You need to keep doing constantly, and you could be one of those people who is doing it. And because you're constantly working on it, your channels are open. So that's why the downloads can happen. So that's another beautiful thing that you guys have. Wow. And let's see if I can get more messages for you guys. Group number one. What are the unique abilities of group number one? We have I'm sure you're clairaudient. We have the Page of Swords again. That's why I'm using two decks, because if energies are trying to duplicate, then we should know. So we have Page of Swords here again. So definitely your channels are open, and you're able to get you are clairaudient, my dear group number one, whether you know it yet or not. But you do get your messages. You do get your answers when you meditate. Who else with spirit wants? Oh, we have the sun again. Oh my God, this is such a powerful, powerful reading. Such a powerful reading. So you have the sun twice, and we have the Page of Swords twice. Wow, amazing. As I said, whatever I was telling you about the sun, it's just reinforced. Spirit has just said, yes, that's how it is. That's how important they are, and that's how aware these people are about life in general, and how to. And I think you have this ability, guys, my dear group number one. You have this immense ability to work on yourself, and and if you guys are not into meditation and yoga, then I suggest that you better start doing it, because your natural spiritual gifts, which you already have, will start becoming better, and will start giving you better results, and you'll be able to help out even more people, right? Because this is beautiful. This is, and sun coming in twice, and Empress being there as well. I do see that you guys are extremely creative, and could be working in creative fields. Like you could be, say, performing artists, you could be designers, and nowadays you have designing in so many, in almost every stream has designers. So not, when I say designers, I'm not just saying jewelry or clothes designing. It could be any form of designing. Yeah, so you could be into designing, you could be into any kind of creative pursuits, but yes, your chakras are something you should be working on if you're not working on them, and you see your life change, and you will see how much more powerful you become. And I say powerful, I mean it in a good way, because sun is about abundance in every sphere of our life, right? And you are able to hear things. So you have to work on your chakras, and it's important that you keep your channels open and keep your channels clean. When I say channels, I'm talking about chakras, and I'm talking about energy flowing through it, right? If you don't know about chakras, then please Google what it is, because this could play an important role in your life. And you are natural born healers, my dear group number one. So this is it. This is what I see for you guys. I hope the reading resonated. I hope you found something of use in it for you. So do remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want a personal consultation done, then my details are mentioned in the description below. And do remember to check out my Instagram, right? Thank you for your time. Bye for now. All those who chose group number 2 and this beautiful amethyst angel pendant, this is your reading. I'll keep it here where you can see it. So today we are going to figure out what makes you unique. What are your unique magical abilities and attributes? What sets you apart from the crowd? So let's see what we are getting for group number 2. This is the Sacred Indian Tarot deck. And from it you have drawn, wow, the Hierophant. This is good. All right. So, my dear group number 2, you guys could be in some sort of a teaching profession. You would be and your students would be really looking up to you. You would be revered as a teacher because your spiritual core is very, very strong. If you can see, all the chakras from the root till the sahasrara are open and functioning very well for this in this card of Hierophant. So this is a spiritual, you are a spiritual leader, or you are very much a part of the, spiritual lineage. Maybe you have had it from your forefathers. You belong to a family who has been very spiritual and very cultural. That is also there with the Hierophant energy. And because you're gaining, your ancestors are kind of helping you out, is what I feel when I see this Hierophant card over here. And it is coming to you, it has come down to you from your ancestors and down through your lineage. And that is why when you practice any kind of meditation or any kind of healing practice you do, it comes to you very naturally. You don't have to really work very hard at it. And that's the beauty of it. That's what I see, that is what sets you spiritually. That's what sets you apart from the crowd, and that's your unique spiritual gift. At the same time, you're somebody who's also very ritualistic. I have the first card, it started with the sun. So sun, I didn't feel that it was very ritualistic. And that is also a very spiritually very powerful card. But for you guys, when I see it here, it feels that it's very rich. You guys are into rituals. You like to follow some kind of norm, or some kind of a sect, or some kind of a cult, or some sort of a religious religious ceremonies, you can say. So that gives you a lot of stability, and that gives you and that makes things clearer for you. So once you follow those rituals, and for you, because you've drawn the Hierophant, it's a good thing to do. Because as I said, there is a lot of positive energies which are and the know-how and the knowledge which is coming down to you from your ancestors, and that's very powerful. And you are able to channel those energies. If you're not, then you will be able to channel those energies, and beautiful things will come out in your life. But there is a lot of spiritual growth which I see, because Hierophant is basically the high priest, somebody who is at the height of who is at the top level in a hierarchy, in a temple or in any kind of a religious establishment. You are the top person there, right? So even if you are not the top person there, but what it is telling me about you guys is that you are spiritually very gifted, right? You are spiritually gifted, and people could be a little scared, or people could be a little wary of approaching you very easily. I mean, you don't look like somebody who is, or you give that kind of a vibe, because you are so busy in doing what you're doing. You have that do not disturb sign posted outside your door constantly and always. So people don't feel very, that they can just approach you anytime. I'm not talking about the family per se, I'm talking about people in general. So you have that standoffish vibe to you, wherein you are not very interested in letting people, everybody into your core sanctum. you need to be worth it. You need to be worthy of me to be that close to me. That's the kind of vibe that you give out, and that's how you are also. It's not just a vibe, and people do understand it, and they also react to it. My dear group number 2. So yes, very interesting. Yeah, what else? So I've already said that you could be teaching some kind of, you could be in some in a teaching profession, and mostly when I say teaching, it could be to do with spiritual knowledge. Maybe you have a profession, but you have an inclination towards, say, Vedic texts or Vedic knowledges, for example, and and you would like to do research on religion, on research on where you're coming from, and you are one of those people who would love to get into the depths of it and learn more about it. Yeah, so yes, so that's what all that I'm getting from this card. Very, very powerful energy, my dear group number 2. Now let's see what else we have. Wow, take the lead, stag spirit. So yes, you are the leader of the tribe. You are somebody, as I said, you are not somebody who gives out that comfortable vibe, that, oh, you can come to me anytime that you want, or anytime when you please feel like it. No, you mean business. You want to keep people at a distance and not let them too close to you at all the times, because that disturbs you a lot. That's what the feeling I'm getting. That's very disturbing for you, my dear group number 2, and simply because it's interfering with your routine, which you have set for yourself. So you could be somebody who has a routine, which is set, like you get up at this hour, this is when you will do your breakfast, and this is when you will do your work, and this is when you will do your rituals, something like someone like that, who has a very set routine in place. And once that routine is disturbed, well, it can become problematic, right? So yes, so there is a lot of very strong spiritual core, somebody who has leadership abilities, because we also have stag spirit here, and somebody who is at a very respectable place in their life, at a very high, people hold you in high regard. Now, what kind of work you are doing, that's not we are judging from here, because just because it's Hierophant, I'm saying that you might be interested in teaching, or you might be you might want to teach, but it's not necessary that you're doing that. But definitely someone who is held in high regard, and people don't understand sometimes why they are like giving you that kind of importance. It's simply because you're extremely knowledgeable. That's your magic. That's your strength. You know when you're talking about something, actually know the details of it. And you are not just talking, just saying crap. No, you're making sense. You're not wasting your time or anybody else's time. So there is a lot of knowledge. As I said, I'm just at the fear of repeating myself. This knowledge is coming down to you from your lineage, from your ancestors. So it's all the more, you're all the more stronger because of that. Now, the next card from the Goddess Tarot, we have in Leap of Faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So Hierophant, as the energy of the Hierophant, and with the Stag Spirit, you are not somebody who will just jump off the gun, or just jump off the cliff, or take a risk without calculating things. You will take risks, but they will be very calculated, and or else you will not do it. You like to follow traditions, and you like to follow rules and norms. This is a message coming to you from the goddess, that sometimes you should just let go of being so possibly stuck in your way of thinking, or being so rigid in how you view things, because there could be another way of doing the same thing. So that's what the goddess is telling you. Take a leap of faith. Sometimes it's good for you, because always thinking about what you want to do and not actually taking that step can cause problems, right? Because you are somebody who will think things through and how. Yeah. So the issue or the challenge for people who love to think things through is overthinking. And when we get into overthinking, then we do not do actions, right? So that's what you need to be careful of, because people look up to you, and they expect you, and they follow your lead. That's as simple as that. And that can put a lot of pressure on you as well, of course. But It is what it is. That's what you inspire in others. Right, my dear group number 2. Now let's see what more messages we can get from the tarot. What are the unique abilities of group number 2? You definitely are a leader. Now we have the Emperor energy here, which is Aries energy. We have Ace of Pentacles. Too many cards. And we have the Judgment. Wow. Very powerful energies. My. Very powerful energies. So, Hierophant is more of a energy of a Taurus, which is a earth energy. And again, we have which is this Ace of Pentacles is reinforcing that earth energy of some things which can be, your ability to manifest your dreams, your ability to put your dreams into motion and into action. But since it's earth energy, it moves a little slowly. So you, as I said, you really like to think things through and you don't like to take unnecessary risks. But we have the Emperor spirit here again. The card of the Emperor, which is the Aries spirit, Aries energy, which is the fire energy. And we have the Take the Lead, the Stag spirit. So both of them are leaders. Emperor is the king of the kings. It is somebody, so you are somebody who is having a lot of responsibilities or someone who can really shoulder a lot of burdens. You are, as I said, at the head. It could be that you are the head of the family and you are able to shoulder a lot of burdens. Not necessarily you are the head of the family because you are the eldest. No, sometimes the youngest or the middle child becomes the head of the family just because they are the ones who have the ability to shoulder those burdens and to take on responsibilities. So your most beautiful, unique quality, which is really coming out very strongly for me here, is your ability to take control of the situation. You are somebody who will not get scared of a difficult situation. You are not somebody who can be phased easily, and you are not somebody who can be moved easily once you have made up your mind. Once you have decided on a course of action, my dear group number 2, nothing and nobody can shake it or change it for you. You are that strong and you get that fixed on your ideas and ideals. Wow. So you are an extremely strong person in your spiritually and emotionally. You are very, very strong. And also you are not somebody who can be, who can be taken for a ride. Somebody coming and crying in front of you, telling you their sob story, and you feeling, oh my God, this person is suffering so much. But you are somebody who can see through the veil. You can see that this person is actually telling you the truth or bluffing. And God help them if they are bluffing. And if they are telling the truth, you're all there for them. You will move mountains and rivers to help that person out. But if that person is not telling you the truth, they had it. Yeah, you can just cut them off from your life, not physically cut them off from your life. Yeah. So that's your, so I see it, the entire spread is talking to me about your strength, and it has come to you with a lot of hard work. It's not been given to you on a platter because you have proved your worth. And that's what I see with this beautiful card of Judgment. There is a rebirth happening. Sorry, this is not Judgment. I'm so sorry. This is the Lover's card. In this deck, Judgment also looks a little bit same, but it's number 6. This is the Lover's card. Wow. So your ability to love, your ability to, as I said, you are somebody who will not let people come too close to you. Anybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry cannot come too close to you. But you are also somebody when your ability to give to people who are close to you or who have proved their truth and their worth to you is endless. So this is, for me, the Lovers here talks about universal love, your ability to give. and your ability to decide, because lovers is a Gemini energy. It's an energy of intelligence. It's ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is the sign of our communication and our intellect. So you are very decisive about in your communication, and also you are able to take right kind of choices. That's what this lover's energy is telling me. You are able to give your love unconditionally to those who are close to you, are dear to you, but also you are somebody who is very good at arriving at right kind of conclusions and coming to right kind of decisions. Making the right choice. Yes, doing the right choices. So that's another one of your abilities. And people might be coming to you, okay, I'm confused. Should I do this or should I do that? Or how should I move forward in my life? So you are able to help them with that as well. So I do feel many of you could be like guides or counselors to it. If it could be that you are somebody who is in that kind of a profession, wherein you are a counselor or a guide or a teacher, or this is something which is coming to you naturally. You might be an engineer or a scientist, but this is something which you are doing any which ways, because that's your personal energy, that's your personal charisma. And yes, that's the word. You are very charismatic, my dear group number 2. So people do find you a little mysterious and somebody who is, somebody whom they look up to. Yeah. So let's see what more I can figure out for you guys. For group number 2, what are your unique abilities? Wow, very creative with Ace of Cups. But I feel, okay, you are creative. We all are creative in our own way. But for me, it feels like people do not understand your ability for universal love, for universal acceptance. Because Ace of Cups to me, along with the Lovers, is telling me that you are someone who can give unconditional love. And that's unique, my dear group number 2. People have so many conditions in relationships and in love that it's unimaginative. So you are somebody who can see beyond all those kind of illusions, and you are able to open your heart to people close to you in an unconditional manner, and you will accept them the way they are. That's called being unconditional, right? I accept you the way you are, and it's okay. Your faults are also all right. Who's perfect? So though that's not a persona that you carry. Okay, your outer persona is not like that, but your inner core is like that. So people close to you understand it. Yes, now we have five of cups energy. So as I said, you are somebody who is able to take on a lot of responsibility and who people look up to. And it has come to you at with a price. You have paid a price for it. You have had your heartbreak sessions, you have had your losses, and you have risen above it. So to rise above this card, because 5 of Cups is a card of depression, plain and simple. There is no other way of seeing it. Yeah, it's a card of loss and depression. So you are somebody who is able to work through losses and work through depression and come out the winner for the same. And that's the reason why you're able to guide people better. That's the reason why you are a good counselor and a good healer and a good teacher. That hurt makes you better. It has opened your eyes to your own possibilities, and your learnings have grown because of it. Wow, that's good. Right, so this is it what I have for you, my dear group number 2. Very, very powerful reading. I hope this resonated. I hope you found something of use in it for yourself. Do let me know in the comments, and remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you want a personal consultation done, then my details are mentioned in the description below. And do remember to check out my Instagram, right? So that's about it. So let's move on to group number 2. Group number 3. Thank you for your time. Hello, my friends. All those who chose this beautiful clear quartz wand, group number 3. This is your reading. So today we are going to figure out what makes you you. What are your unique abilities? What's the magic about you? right? What sets you apart from the crowd? So let's begin. Let's see. This is the Sacred Indian Tarot. Let's start your reading. We have the Fool. Awesome. So you are this light-hearted, happy-go-lucky, risk-taking person, I would say. So you are really not, you are somebody who's not, who's not carrying a lot of baggage from the past and who's not scared of the future. So you are ready to take that leap of faith. You're ready to go to that next level and take that next step, which is necessary in your growth. And you seem like, to many of those who are around you, you might seem like destiny's child. You could be taking risks which people don't just understand and grapple or grasp, and you come out the winner at the end of it, right, my dear group number 3? And that confuses people. Okay, what is it? And that's the magic that you have, that your trust. And why you can take the risk is because of the trust, your inherent trust in the divine, in the scheme of things, and your childlike innocence by which you accept things which come your way. So that's the energy of the Fool. That's really, really beautiful, because you see, when we trust the universe also then sees the responsibility for giving us what we are asking for, because you are not doubting it. You are not creating any kind of roadblock in it. The energy just flows towards you. And also, for most of you, you might be involved in professions which are a little risky, or which are which are not normal. It could be, say, maybe, for example, could be that you are extreme sport enthusiast, or you are somebody who loves to go for bungee jumping and trekking to the difficult terrains, or doing mountain climbing, or things like that, which requires a lot of, because this Fool energy also shows that, just a moment, my battery is running low. Just a second. Let me just put it on charge. And we are good. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So you could be one of those people who are into this kind of profession, or you do it for fun. You do it because you love to do it. There are so many. I'm not just kind of recalling all of them right now, but there are so many things which are a little scary, which are a little strenuous, and normally people won't look at it. They won't, there has to be a mindset which is needed more than the body. And of course, what I was coming to, that you are also somebody who could be like very youthful all the time. So you might be somebody who's in, say, in 40s or 50s, but your energies are very youthful. You look young because you feel young. How we feel is how we look. So that's another, people must be asking you, what is it that you do to kind of look so young all the time? What's your magic, pill that keeps you so enthusiastic and so happy about life all the time? So that's how you are, my dear group number 3. You are like this Fool energy, and it's beautiful, it's enriching, it's enchanting, it's attractive, and it's youthful. So that's your magic, that's your uniqueness, that's how you are. You trust the universe and you just go with the flow. And that's beautiful about you. Wow. The next card from the animal spirit, we have Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. So Spider Spirit is the spirit animal which is slowly weaving the web. And the web is made by those tiny little, thread-like mucus that it secretes. And when you see it, you won't believe that such huge insects can be caught up in it. So that's the beauty of it. So so this creates an element of surprise. So you can surprise people by your tenacity as well. They might think, oh, he is happy-go-lucky, or she is happy-go-lucky, and and everything is okay with them. No. You have a very stable inner core, and you are able to work on the projects that you are interested in. You're able to go into the depth of it and work out the details as well. You're not something who is very superficial. There is an inner core to you which is very deep, and which everybody might not know on the first go. And you are and the spider spirit, when it comes, it's the spirit of creativity. So you guys could be involved in some kind of a creative profession. And for you, I feel you could be into dressmaking as well, because spider is weaving the web, right? So it could be dressmaking, it could be designing, it could be making say web designing. Now we have a web, he's making a web, so it could be web designing as well. So a very creative, out of the box thinking is what you guys have, and that is your unique mojo, and that's what sets you apart, the way you can think and the way you perceive situations, right? Wow, we have Mother Mary, expect a miracle. As I said, you guys, people feel that things happen for you miraculously, and look what we have, expect a miracle. You have the support of Goddess Mary, and she says, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. And I do feel all those who have drawn this pile have complete and absolute faith in the workings of the universe, and you are very good in manifesting your dreams and desires simply because you trust and you let go, because fool does not carry a lot of burden of the past. People remember to trust, but they always forget to let go. So you are one of those unique people who are able to do that, and you are able to do it quite easily. So if something negative or wrong or something disturbing has happened in your past, my dear group number 3, you guys are able to rise above it easily. You have found your way, and you have found how not to let it disturb you anymore and any longer, so that the future is bright and future is full of all the possibilities that universe can give you. Wow. Now let's see what more can I get from the tarot. What more spirit wants us to know about group number 3. Okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Wands. So many. And we have the King of Cups. Wow. So 3 very beautiful cards. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have 6 of Wands. And we have the King of Cups. Wow. So your ability to really work long hours. You have the, the capacity to give everything to the project. If you're working on something, you are totally into it. That is the energy of 8 of Pentacles. You will not digress from your path, and you will give it your full attention, which people, when they see your personality from outside, which is so happy go lucky kind of a person, but they do not understand, because we also have the spider spirit and we also have the 8 of Pentacles. So you are very focused in all the endeavors that you take on. Once you give your word, that's it. You will give more than 100% to it. And then we have the 6 of Wands as well. So it's very interesting to see. I have drawn 3 cards, and I have the earth element, I have the fire element, and I have the water elements. So wow, 3 elements have come in 3 cards. That's amazing. What we don't have here is air. So let me see when I draw further cards whether the air element pops out or not. So you have the ability to work long hours, long and hard for making your dreams and your projects a reality. You do not leave it to chance. You give it to your full. It's not that, oh, I trust the universe, now I go to sleep. No, you go to work, because you also understand that without putting in the necessary effort, things won't also come about, things won't manifest. You will not get the success that you deserve and you desire, and you desire a lot of success, because Six of Wands is a card of success. There is an ability that I see in you guys. I think you guys surprise people by how much hardworking you actually are. Yeah, so they don't expect it, and they don't understand your creativity and your drive. There is a lot of creativity in you, and you have the drive to reach to your own to reach to the conclusion. Because sometimes when we are creative, we can be in the clouds only, but not for you. You have the Eight of Pentacles here, my dear, and also the Spider Spirit. You will create your own web. You will do the designing that needs to be done, and you then take it to the next level so that you get your success. So you guys could be very successful, and people don't see the behind the scene work which you put in it. Maybe there is a reason why you put that facade of being so, carefree and not a care in the world. Could be that, or could be that's how you are, right? But and the background, you're really hardworking. You put in the long hours, and success, you pay the price for the success that is coming to you by your hard work. And you are somebody who is very successful, so that's what people see in you. And then we have the King of Cups as well, another a lot of abundance, a lot of emotional abundance. So you are not someone who is emotionally juvenile. You are not somebody who doesn't understand what's happening around them or what's happening in people's life. You choose to be happy, but you do know what's happening in the world around you with the King of Cups energy, because he's a very, I say this King of Mine has the most highest EQ level, emotional intellect, emotional quotient of this king is pretty high. So he is somebody who is again very creative, because if you're emotionally strong, you become creative. It's hand in glove. And also somebody who is very intuitive. Yeah, so that's what's coming out to me with this king. And also it's there with the Fool energy, which I forgot to mention earlier. You guys are extremely intuitive. Your instincts are very, very strong and on the dot. So that's something which could be surprising people, that how come, suppose you're gambling, because you have started with the Fool card. So you could be somebody, as I said, you take risks. So you are somebody who's, say, gambling, but you will 10 out of 8 times your hunches will come out right. Even if it's somebody, suppose you are gambling on horses, for example, you're putting money on horses. So it could be that some horse or a jockey who's not apparently looking like could be successful, but you could see your instinct is telling you it's going to be successful, and then they win the race. Something of that scenario is coming to my mind. So yes, you are very instinctive and you're very powerful. And your instincts are very powerful, right? And also you could be somebody with the King of Swords, that people come and tell their troubles to you, and you are trying to, and you help them out with that, with their emotional ups and downs. That's also there. But you are not somebody who will show your true heart's desire to others, because the King of Cups does not keep his own heart on his sleeves. It's difficult to know what's happening with him on a personal level. He's there to give everybody guidance and solution, but he does not let everybody know what's happening in his personal space. So that is another thing that you have about you, my dear group number 3. Let's see what more Spirit wants to tell us about group number 3. I have 5 of, wow, this card came in group number 2 as well. It is 5 of Cups. And we have the beautiful star energy. Wow. So So we have the Five of Cups, which is the card of depression and losses. It's the card of, the clouds are also gray over here. So this is denoting to me like something which you have gone through, my dear group number 3, in your past. Uh, as I said, fool does not carry the baggage from the past into the future, but that does not mean past was all hunky dory. It simply means that you are able to rise above these situations. Now, this man is looking at these glasses, these cups which have fallen down, but you are able to look at the ones who are standing upright. You have turned your life around. You have had that ability, and because of your faith and because of your trust in the divine, you have been able to turn your life around. And because you have gone through this, that is why the King of Cups is here. That is why you're able to help people through their difficult times and through their emotionally taxing or toxic situations. And then we have the star energy. It's a sign of Aquarius. It's a sign of you are a humanitarian, my dear group number 3. You guys could be involved in some kind of a humanitarian work. You want to work for the society. You want to preserve the environment. It could be any kind of a social work that you guys love to do, or you guys might be involved in it, or could get involved in future. So that could be one of the callings that you have. And also the star is a card of healing, hope, preservation of things, and it's inspired. It's a very inspired energy. So you do inspire others and you inspire yourself too, right? So that's beautiful. That's wonderful. So that's it. That is it. What I have for you, my dear group number 3. So I hope the reading resonated. I hope you found something of use in it for yourself. And if that is the case, do remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want a personal consultation done, then my details are mentioned in the description. And remember to check out my Instagram. Thank you for your time. Bye for now. Hi, guys. All those who chose group number 4 and this beautiful cherub, this is your reading. Well, I didn't want to do a 4th pile today, but I just ended up doing it. So could be there are certain important messages which are coming up for some of you out there who are listening to the video. So today we are going to figure out what are your unique abilities, what makes you you, what is magical about you. So let's begin. This is the Sacred Indian Tarot deck. Let's see. Oh my. You have the Tower. Wow. This can be scary. So now I understand why I had to do the 4th pile, because all the other three piles have started the reading with the very positive cards. And Tower is a card of destruction. It's the card of endings. Just whenever I see a tower, I feel like an earthquake striking, wherein the buildings are just falling down. So your roots are getting shaken, right? And it's a very, very powerful energy, Martian energy of the Mars, which is a very fiery planet. And I do see, when I see this card, you guys have been through situations in life which has shaken you, broken you. You have felt completely lost, and you felt at the end of the tunnel, and you have somehow been able to rebuild yourself. You've come out of really difficult situations, impossible ones at that, and you've somebody who has really faced a lot of calamities in their life, possibly. And it need not be something which is physically happening to you. It could be at an emotional space. It could be, it could be at a financial space. It could be suddenly you've lost all your money. It could be something like that. A tower is striking. Suddenly your spouse is telling you that I want a divorce, and you have nowhere to go. That's also a tower moment. And then you have to build your life from scratch. And some people just lose it, but you are not one of those. You are someone who has been able to transform themselves and their lives. It could be, I'm also getting this information, it could be that you have been into addictions, and people have just lost any kind of hope on you, and you've been able to turn it around. You've been able to come out of it and rebuild your life. So yeah, so there can be so many of those kind of moments, or so many of these kind of incidents which can happen in our life, which can break a normal person, but not you. You guys have fought your way back. In fact, in certain cases, I see you guys have crawled your way out of the tunnel. You yourself have been feeling hopeless, but there was something which made you fight, because this is the energy of the Mars. Mars is a fighter. It does not know how to give up. So you have not given up, and that is why how you have turned your life around, my dear group number 4. Wow. This is really something, right? Yes. So let's see what more I have. Wow. After the Tower, you have the Mouse spirit. Digging in your tunnels. Tend to the small things. So how have you, when we lose everything, and we come to the ground zero of our life, and nothing around us is working, and we don't get support from people around. There could be those situations for you, my dear guys, that you felt lack of support, or lack of because there is no foundation. When the Tower strikes, it shakes our foundation. How do you rebuild? You rebuild by doing one thing at a time. You are somebody who is very detail oriented. You will not let go of small details in the rush for a big picture. You do see the big picture, but you also know the small steps you need to take to get there. So that makes you very dogged. It makes you very tenacious. It makes you very determined. So that's something. There is some kind of a wow factor which gets created because of it, with your ability to work long and hard, because you are somebody who is digging, as I said, you're digging in your tunnels, you're making your way out of things, and you're taking it one step at a time. You're not just jumping out of things. It's happening for you one step at a time, and you are extremely, extremely detail oriented. Wow. Oh my. Such a beautiful card. It's one of my favorites in the Goddess deck. It says Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So this is the reason why you have been able to rise above all the problems that you have faced, all the difficulties that have come your way, because you are somebody who is able to give and accept unconditional love. You are not worried about the outcome. You are not worried about reaching a final, whether you'll be able to reach a goal or not. And you are also not one of those people who take people for granted, who will be a friend just because you are of use to me. I'm nice to you because I think you will help me get this work or get this contract or whatever. No, for you, everything, I think you're able to see things from a very equal perspective, from just seeing everything falling in place, and everybody has a place for themselves in the scheme of things. So it's non-judgmental. Yes, that's the word I'm looking at. Non-judgmental is what you are, my dear group number 4, because you've gone through so much in your own life, and you do understand sometimes we just cannot control the end results. We just do not have control over the situations. Because I feel the Tower movement, the Tower card is here telling me that it's not just once you had to rebuild yourself. Maybe it is something you have to do a number of times in various aspects of your life. And that has made you emotionally a very strong person, because you had the ability to rise above it. Wow. This is profound. This is profound. Let's see what messages Spirit has come for you, my dear group number 2. Sorry, group number 4. I don't know why I'm calling you group number 2. Group number 4. We have the sun. Wow. And we have the Two of Cups. And we have the Ace of Cups. Such beautiful energies. My, you really have transformed yourself, my dear group number 4. And this is what surprises the people more. Your ability for being innocent, for being so hopeful, and for being so full of love. Even if you have faced so much of adversity in your past, you faced such difficult situation, but you've come out more. Your heart chakra is very open. Let's keep it let me say it that way. And we also have unconditional love here, and then we have Ace of Cups, and we have Two of Cups as well. So you are able to see eye to eye, see people, on an equal level, is what I was telling you, right? So it's like looking at people from at eye to eye, being partners, being equal. And when these two cards are here, it is also telling me that maybe there is you have a very great love in your life at the moment. You could be married, and you could be very much in love with your wife or your husband, or whichever way it is. And that is what is something which gives a lot of hope to people, because it's so difficult to find true love in today's time and age, right? It's so difficult. So people really appreciate that about you. Then they feel that, oh my God, this bugger is so lucky. Look how much the spouse or the partner loves them, and how much they love them back. So that's also one of the things. And the second thing is that you are highly creative, because we have Two Cups energies. Water energies are there. You are highly creative, very sensitive, extremely intuitive. Right? And then with the Sun card, it is like you have not let any darkness from the past, or any darkness from the events that you've gone through, or situations that you have faced, prevail for long. Because sun comes out in the morning, ultimately the daybreak happens, and that's what this card is saying. It's showing me abundance. It's showing me, it is showing me a lot of love. I do see a lot of love in your spread, my dear group number 4. There is a lot of love, there is a lot of togetherness, and there's a lot of beauty that you have around you. And you've paid the price for it. You've gone through your tower moments. It could be that some of you watching it have gone through really bad breakups or divorces, and then you have found true love. You have found your soulmate. That connection has happened, and it has surprised people, because they must have seen you down and out. They must have seen you, oh my God, this person is so depressed. Because when this moment happens, when we started your reading with the tower, when that happens, it could be like, oh my God, how are they going to get up and get working again? But you have been able to do that. It has happened with magic. It has happened, and you have worked on it, because we have the mouse spirit. You have worked on your issues a lot. Maybe you are somebody who've gone through counseling, who have gone through finding problems about why emotionally you're facing these issues, which people are not very confident of approaching and handling in today's, even in today's time and age. They don't go to, psychologists, or they don't go to counselors, or they're not very easily go to the coaches, life coaches. But I do feel you are one of that person who has actually gone through the process and worked on yourself and come out the winner. And now you are very much in touch with your own emotions, and you are more powerful for the same. Wow. Now let's see what more I can get through, messages I can get for you guys. And you're also somebody whose light shines very bright. So when you enter the room, or you're in the conversation, you just garner all the attraction. People do look at you. You are not somebody who is like a wallpaper. You're there and you're visible. Because you see, even behind the Ace of Cups, there is so much of sunlight, and this sun is beautiful and powerful, isn't it? So you are somebody who cannot be ignored. Yeah, who is very visible, cannot be ignored, and you could be also somebody who is popular in their own, in their own area. So many cups we are getting, so many. Look, now we have 10 of cups. Oh my. Your happiness with yourself and in your relationships is your strongest attraction to people. You have just that's your mojo. You just found it. That's the magic in your life. The power of love and the healing which love can do. And you, as I said, you've gone through, this is 10 of Swords. So you have gone through your own set of trials and tribulations, your own set of problems. And we have started the reading with the Tower. And you have come out the winner. The dawn has broken for you because we have the sun also, and we have such beautiful cards here. So that's it. I do see, my dear group number 4, that whatever problems you have faced, whatever shocks, because those are not problems, you have gone through shocks, you've gone through transformations, but those have worked for you so beautifully and you have come out the winner. And I do see for your particular spread, I see a lot of love, joy, affection, and abundance. And that's what makes you unique. And that's your personal mojo. Yeah, so nice. Happy for you guys. So do let me know in the comments how you found the reading. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want a personal consultation done, then my details are mentioned in the description below. And to remember to check out my Instagram. Thank you for your time. Bye for now.